friends, welcome to Hannah's at Home. Today is Make Something Monday, and to celebrate Superhero Week, we are going to be making capes out of t-shirts. Let's see what we need for this. So let's go over the different things that we're going to need for making our t-shirt capes. I'm going to use an old t-shirt that I'm okay with altering a little bit. Sharpies, if you have fabric markers at home, go for it. I only have permanent markers at home, so that's what I'm going to be using. You need sharp scissors, and it's also handy to have something like cardboard that you can put under your t-shirt when we're decorating, just to make sure that we're protecting the surface. So the first step is that we're going to put the back of the t-shirt facing us. Okay, so the front of the t-shirt is facing down. We're only seeing the back of the t-shirt. Sometimes you can double check by seeing where the tag is. Our first step for this is we're going to be taking off the sleeves. So you can usually see the seam, which is where the t-shirt has connected. And we're just cutting right along there to start. We're going to be cutting a little bit more. So we're taking off one sleeve, two sleeve, and it's okay if it's a little bit messy. And then we're going to be separating the front of the t-shirt from the back of the t-shirt. Once again, we can cut along the seam that attaches the front and the back, but very important, you are keeping the collar. The collar is the part that goes over your head, so you're keeping that. When you come to the collar, you're going around the front of the t-shirt and around that collar, keeping that. When we go back to the back of the shirt, then we can cut along the seam again. So the shoulder of it. Once your back of your shirt and the front of your shirt is disconnected at the top, then it's time for us to cut along the sides of it too and totally disconnect the front from the back. I'm going to be going from the bottom of the shirt because I think it's easier cutting along. Oftentimes, if your t-shirt has been stored somewhere, then it has a bit of a crease, so a bit of a line that you're able to follow along. That makes it a little bit easier for cutting. All right, just about done. This is the last side. Okay, we can get rid of the front of our shirt, and now all we're left with is the back of our shirt, which is no longer really looking like a shirt. It's starting to look like a cape. Often when I see capes though, they kind of look more like a triangle, right? So that's kind of the shape that I want to try and think about. So I'm going to cut my t-shirt a little bit more, going from the bottom once again and cutting in a diagonal line. If it's easier for you to follow along with a marker line, you can totally put marker or pencil on your shirt and then follow along that traced line after cutting along there. Once again, we're making sure that we're not cutting that collar. All right, so I've created more of a diagonal line for more of a triangle cape on that side. I'm going to do the same on this side, cutting diagonally. And there we go. There is the start of our cape. Now comes the fun part of decorating it. So this, with just the collar, that's the front that you're gonna see around the front of your body. And then this is the part that's gonna be showing. So you have to think about what you wanna do as your design. Do you wanna do a letter on it? Do you wanna do a symbol like a lightning bolt or a big heart? Do you want lots of different things as well? So I'll do, and I find it really helpful if with your extra hand that you don't write with, if you're holding down your shirt, because sometimes it can wiggle around and it can make it tricky to write on t-shirts. Just remember to stretch it out a little bit to make it easier for when you're drawing. And if it's a little bit tricky too to get a line without any breaks in it, that's okay. It might just take a little bit longer to do. Sometimes I also find it helpful to get someone to hold it for me while I'm drawing if it's too tricky to do to hold it at the same time. So if you have someone in your house who can help you with that, you can always ask them. Also, maybe you want to do it in black to start and then color in after you figured out your design. That is cool too. Then you have something to follow along with. Once again, if you have fabric markers at home, those work really well. I only have permanent markers. These never come out of your furniture. It'll stay on your t-shirt. If you're washing your shirt a lot, it will come out eventually. And remember, your shirt can look any way you want it to. It doesn't have to look like mine. It can have a design around the collar maybe. It can have lots of different symbols all over it. This is your own superhero cape. And maybe you want to add some other decorations. Maybe you want to use some glue and add some pom-poms to it, or try and use some acrylic paint on it. Whatever you want to do. Some of those things might be tricky for washing it, so maybe it's just a costume that doesn't get washed. So check with mom or dad. And there you have it. That is how you do a t-shirt cape to be your own superhero. Ta-da! Thanks for watching Make Something Mondays and us making t-shirt capes to celebrate the start of Superhero Week. Be sure to check out Hannah's video tomorrow for Toonie Tuesdays and some more superhero songs. Bye guys!